Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Learn with VKK. Today I bring to you a very short and crisp lesson and I hope that you find it really informative. So let's get started. So the lesson that I want to teach you today is the application of this expression used to. Yes. So what ideally goes wrong here when we tend to apply used to in our sentences? So let me give you some examples. A lot of questions get answered this way that I'm going to show you now. For instance, what if people ask you how you travel to school, college, whatever? How do you travel? That's a general question. And people tend to say, oh, I used to go by the school bus. Or maybe the question is, how often do you watch TV? And we say, I watch TV for 3 to 4 hours every day. Or maybe the question is, so what do you like ordering at this restaurant? What do you like eating the most here? And maybe the response comes, I used to always order garlic noodles, as you can see. So basically we use used to, and we are doing a big mess here by making this sentence grammatically wrong. So what exactly is the correct application? Let's learn now. Used to here, when you're trying to answer certain questions, it's mainly used to indicate actions which are related to your past. The moment you put used to there, I used to, we used to, they used to, anything. When you put an action with used to, it is indicating that you're talking about your past, possibly some routine of your past or some habits that existed in the past. That means it does not happen anymore now. So if we look at the difference between sentences that we make to indicate our routine of the past and the present, this used to, if added, will make the change. It will make it sound in past. So let's have a look at two different situations, different scenarios where we are using any sentence with used to, which talks about our past and what the present state is. For instance, let's look at the first example. It says, I used to live with my grandmother. That means maybe in the past, there was a time when I used to live with her, but now I live with my family. My grandmother is not with me, or maybe we are in two different cities. Or for instance, we often say we used to be friends. What now? Something happened and now we're not in talking terms and we don't talk anymore. Or possibly, Dave used to work with me. So here I want to indicate not that he works with me at the moment, but he used to work with me maybe in the past, 2 years ago, 2 months ago, or many, many years ago. But what now? Maybe he moved to another country, another city, possibly, and he works there, he lives there. So let's say I am in India, and in the past I used to work with Dave, but now Dave lives in Canada, so of course we don't work together. And let's take another example. Shania used to sing well. She must have been a good singer, of course. What now? Well, she doesn't sing anymore. Look at the difference. Used to sing and she sings. If she sings, we'll not say she used to sing, right? She used to be popular. That means she has lost her popularity at present. So nobody knows her now. Or my colleagues used to bully me. Believe me, it did happen with me. So my colleagues used to bully me, but now they really cannot mess with me. So now I don't tolerate bullying. So maybe I used to be timid earlier and I used to tolerate it, not anymore. And trust me, you shouldn't as well. Peter used to eat less. Possibly there was some problem. He never liked the taste or whatever, or maybe he was suffering from some illness. But now Peter looks fabulous and now he eats a balanced diet. You look at him, his body is fabulous. So this is the difference when you're talking about sentences which are pertaining to your present routine. Just ensure you're not adding the used to. So all the sentences to your right, if you put a used to, it will become grammatically incorrect. And these inaccuracies are often observed when we talk, when we write, and especially in certain tests such as IELTS. These kind of mistakes are really going to cost you marks. So ensure you're not making these mistakes. And as I said earlier, it was a short and crisp lesson, and I hope you found it informative and you maintain these accuracies. And I hope you liked it. So keep learning. Happy learning. That's all for today.